Go.
I hope you had the chance to look through all the material I previously sent you, because I have even more for you this time. I know it might be overwhelming, but I did warn you about the extensive nature of the case. Since you've been committed this far, I'll let you use Deviant Tracker, the investigation software on our shared laptop. You can log in with the username, yada yada. Software allows me to organize evidence and resources into different tabs and password protected all sensitive information. I have a unique filing naming system so that the contents of each folder remains completely hidden should my login information be compromised. For starters, go to the audio tab and open the Delilah folder using the password. There, I've stored an audio file of Aurora's McBride's 911 call the night of Charlie's murder. The details she gives match up well with the crime scene description. I also provided you with the physical copy of the audio transcript, which should help confirm your timeline. The autopsy report finally arrived back from the lab, but I've yet to receive a photo of the body. I'll keep pestering the lab and send it along with the toxicology report, which I expect to get soon. In the meantime, I was able to conduct the remaining witness statements, so I expect you'll have a clear picture of each suspect and their story. There's one person I've already ruled out for lack of a clear motive or means, and they're obviously insincerity. However, you and I have been conflicting opinions in that regard. To help put faces to names, I've included a photo of each of the suspects taken from social media. In researching the suspect, I came across a past conflict between Charlie and Susan Lee, which seems to stem from a workplace issue in the public record. I located a news article highlighting the source of the conflict, as well as a legal complaint filed by Susan. I also dug up some emails between Susan and Charlie, since I have access to Charlie's personal accounts per the search waiver Sarah Mwuhahaha signed. I've only just started the colossal task of searching the Mwuhahaha home, but did manage to find a cardboard box full of things Charlie kept from high school, tucked away in the back of the closet. It'll take some time for me to go through the box, but for now, I sent an old note one of the suspects must have given Charlie when they were teenagers. It might give you a small look into Charlie's past. While at the house, I also took a look at Sarah's cell phone. Nothing about its contents seemed out of the ordinary, save for one thing, a string of text messages between Sarah and an unknown person. First, I thought this was an error with the phone, but the messages seemed more deliberate than that. I stored the screenshots under Deviant Tracker's image tabs in the Kingfish folder, password, yada yada. During the initial crime scene investigation, a ring and a mint tin were found in Charlie's car. They were both dusted for fingerprints before I sent them your way, but unfortunately nothing was recovered. Tin's design is familiar. I've seen similar merchandise at Spin City, the town record shop. At this early stage, it's unclear whether certain evidence is completely irrelevant or has the potential to uncover critical information. I've learned to never overlook or underestimate anything or anyone for that matter. This murder has taken its toll on Chestnut Falls. I can tell you that much already. Growing up, I never imagined something like this would ever transpire in my small town. Least of all to someone I knew. I'll try to not lose sleep over the things I can't control and continue approaching this case in a professional manner. Next time I contact you, I anticipate a great deal of progress will be made. Michelle Gray, private investigator.
Boy. Oh, shit. Hey, give me the thing. The paper.
Right there by you.
Oh, never mind.
Did you go
The
to
ring.
the website?
Not yet. Oh, yeah.
Does it have any initials or anything in it?
I don't know. That's what I was going to look at.
That would be helpful.
Don't forget
No,
the
shit.
black light.
I know it. Okay, so it's got CFHS, and it's got, like a leaf on it. 1998,
Is that the class ring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it's got CM on the side.
Show it to the camera.
CM. Are those initials?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Those CMs are initials.
It's supposed to be his initials.
Yes, because it says class.
Oh, that's
Oh, right, it's his classroom.
Yeah.
okay. So it belongs to Charlie.
Like that.
Any blood on it?
It's gonna show.
Shit.
Can I see the ring?
We'll have at least a couple good souvenirs once the game's over with.
Can you just imagine what else is coming? If we get a ring and a 10, and we got other stuff earlier. Maybe they'll open it.
Next month, we're probably gonna get more information and
next one is
clues.
this, right out, whatever.
10.
10. Mint 10.
It's a mint 10?
Yeah. Check the inside.
I'm fixing to get on the outside.
What?
We got here?
Prescription.
Oh, we got a little listing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Forget the black light.
Our patient name is Arthur Hughes. Diazepam. Dispense 60 for anxiety. 6 refills. Okay, generic. And I can't read what this doctor is.
Looks like Foster. Maybe.
Is that Beth?
Is it Beth Foster?
Maybe.
Do we know anybody who's a
One of the
doctor?
I
people-
haven't heard of her.
No, I
Do we
haven't.
know,
That's
do we
somebody
know
probably-
anybody who's a doctor?
Okay, Arthur Hughes.
Yeah.
Benny Foster.
Arthur Hughes is a
Well, we know he's a pharmacist, or
Arthur
was a
Hughes is the
pharmacist.
history teacher.
Okay, so he's got anxiety.
Wait, you used a black light on this
Oh, I
paper?
didn't do the background.
I want to do the black light.
Cause that, like, yeah, we do with the
I
booger.
forgot. Yep.
Yeah, on the inside
I was
of that,
thinking
as
about
well
who
as
Beth
on
Foster
the,
was. I wasn't thinking about the
as well as on the receipt, and then on the inside of the thingy.
The 10.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Foster. That's what it says.
Oh, okay, so it is Foster.
Yeah.
So I wonder who that belongs to.
Well, it must be either. It could be Arthur,
Or it could be
or it
Hughes,
could be
since
somebody else.
Since it's his prescription.
But why would he put it in a 10?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
What, baby?
What else? Evidence?
Okay,
Is
so
that the only
let's go to
piece of
this
evidence?
thing here.
Well, it is evidence, but I don't.
Let's see what this is.
Car.
Did you say there was a key? I thought.
No,
Log in and use your
it
name.
is the 10 that they gave us.
Oh.
Oh, the audio tab at the 911 call. That's what.
Ooh.
We already eliminated Aurora, who made the call. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we need to do is listen, I guess.
Because really, it
The
makes
call
sense.
supposedly came in about 10:15 is what I wrote down.
Yeah. Her alibi was very solid.
Yeah.
Because we had the Facebook pictures and stuff that corroborated the time and everything that she left, and she had no time to really murder him.
No, dispatch got a call at 10:17.
Yeah. But we were able to eliminate her because everything basically, pointed to her not being the killer.
It doesn't matter. Sometimes they.
Even in
If they
actual
have
cases,
a solid alibi,
if
they're
even in actual cases, the ones that have the solid alibi get cut off at the beginning, but then it comes back to them.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, like any cases like that, this will come swoop back around and pull her back in.
Oh, we'll see.
I don't see how Susan Lee can be a suspect because she was on the phone to her lawyer at 9:40.
or was she?
Well,
That's
But
what,
she left the party at 8. She left the part. See, because she left the party at 8:40.
But
He was
here's- but
killed
here's
at
the-
9:30.
But here's the thing: he was manually strangled.
If you
It- it
drug somebody, you can strangle them.
if they're already incapacitated enough where they can't fight back, you can easily strangle somebody.
well, let's see what the autopsy says, if it reveals anything else.
No, we have that information now.
Yeah. Well, we need like an actual like.
Well,
Okay,
the
ready?
autopsy report.
Okay, good.
Okay, hush.
It's
Just
the
a
audio.
911.
911.
What's your emergency? Can you tell me where you are? tell me where you are, ma'am? I'm at the Grove. Okay, and where's that? You have to be more specific. His car is on the side of the road. I just saw it. Which road?
Is that it?
That was. Did it cut off? Oh.
Which road, ma'am? Okay.
Willow Main.
Police are on their way to you right now, ma'am. Stay on the phone with me, ma'am, okay? What's your name? Last name? Hello? Okay. Do you know the deceased? Who is dead?
My cousin, Charlie Mack, was just sitting in his car. It looked like he was sleeping.
Is there any blood?
No, not that I can see. The passenger door was open. Lights is on.
Are you sure he's dead?
I shook his shoulder. I tried to wake him up. He won't wake up. He's dead. Please come quick.
Okay. Stay where you are, ma'am. The police will be with you shortly.
Now, didn't you hear at the beginning when it says I didn't mean to do it? Did you hear her say that?
I don't know. I couldn't.
I
But
thought
we've
I
already
heard that.
eliminated her.
I know,
Or did we?
No.
Replay it, because I was writing. Hold on.
Because
I didn't hear that.
I thought I heard
Yeah,
her
it-
say something about that too, but I could, she's so.
Just listen carefully.
yeah,
What's your emergency?
He's dead.
Okay. Can you tell me where you are?
I can't believe it. He's dead. Please send help.
Can you?
I don't know what to do.
see.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say she couldn't have
Yeah. Okay.
supposedly
Okay.
already
All
eliminated.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all quit.
So okay, we'll look at that in a minute.
I'm missing
The
people.
Sarah thing. Okay. So
I'm
let's see
missing
what we
people.
got here. Oh,
I'm missing a lot of people.
we've got the class of 1998 reunion.
Well, there were some people we didn't get information on.
Where are they now? Many members of the class of 98 found success after graduation. Reunion coordinator Arthur Hughes has curated this section of a few of our more remarkable classmates. Arthur Hughes, chasing his dreams of being on stage. Arthur moved to New York City. New York City. NYC was a whirlwind with roles and lovers coming and going in the ever-weaving tapestry of life, but not all great things last. And soon Arthur's attentions turned home. Arthur found his true bliss in passing on his experience to the next generation as Chestnut Falls High School's new acting coach and history teacher.
So he was a coach and a history teacher?
Acting coach.
Acting coach.
Okay, Melissa
Acting
Jones.
coach.
Have
He
you
was
ever
only
thought
temporary
of
coach.
where all the water goes after a summer storm? Melissa has. If you remember the head cheerleader at homecoming, where you probably recognize Melissa Jones today. Melissa has gone from pom-poms and popularity to rainfall and runoffs, as she's now a stormwater management engineer. That's pretty smart. Not everyone.
Oh, you can start
Charles
marking.
McDonough, or whatever his name is. Not everyone seeks the prestige of an impressive resume. Some choose the quiet dignity of the every
Color-coded.
man lifestyle. These days, you can find Charles either at Main Street drugstore and pharmacy, diligently serving his community as the local pharmacist, or at home playing the role of husband to his college sweetheart Sarah Rakowski, and the role of father to his daughter Meg.
I'm sorry. We have a problem.
What?
The high school is way the hell up here.
Mm-hmm.
Willow Lane is way the hell down here.
It's across town.
How the hell did you see the car from here?
Who?
Because she said
She's still in the car.
Because she said
Who? She.
Aurora.
Aurora finished cleaning at 9:45,
And at 10:15, she said she saw headlights at Willow Lane. That's way the hell.
Yeah, if she
down
was at the
here.
if she was at the high
Maybe
school,
she was driving in that area.
the only
Yeah, I
time
gotta-
That's through right there.
I
The
have
only
to try
time-
I have to find the tavern.
the only time she'll be able to she's pinpointing these locations, but the only time if she even comes to see here, she has to hit through here to land on this street to get a view sighting.
You may see Jay.
I mean,
There it is. Okay, and here's the tavern right here.
So yeah, if she goes this way, she's not going to see Willow Lane.
Well, evidently she was driving in that area.
Oh wow.
But she got
Continue.
But she
got
got-
Sorry.
she got eliminated. So like I said, most
But
murder
they-
cases will
they
circle back,
eliminate Speak people all the time. in
but
the
it circles
investigation.
and it circles back to
And then
them.
it circles back to him.
So
Okay, Gavin Nash. Since becoming a plastic surgeon, Gavin has moved to LA to open his own practice. Gavin is currently in talks to create a reality show about how he slices and dices Hollywood elite. Please join the rest of Chestnut Falls as we wish him nothing but the best in his endeavors when he returns to the West Coast. Nita Patel, in a surprising, that's the one who wrote the newspaper article blasting the investigator being pulled in. In a surprising move to absolutely no one, the former editor-in-chief of school paper went on to a career in journalism at the Chicago Pulp. While her exposés may have changed from what kind of meat is the chef's special to corruption at City Hall, informed readers are still benefiting from the tenacity of Nita Patel. Randall Pennington. The class of 98 might remember Randy from his infamous birthday lap in a birthday suit, or from the rumors that he was the mysterious parking lot
you get
mover.
it that way.
But after losing his father
Yeah.
to cancer, Randall found solace in the church and went from class clown to a man of the cloth. These days, Father Pennington shares the word of God with his congregation outside of Chicago. Kelly Schneider. If you don't remember Kelly Schneider's face from school, you probably do from seeing it on a local bench. Kelly's reputation for being Champagne's #1 realtor might be hyperbole, but saying her advertising is the most prolific certainly isn't.
Okay, did you black like that thing?
I'm pretty sure Jim's probably laying on it. Oh yeah.
Baby's asleep.
Yeah, I hear him snoring.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, here's pictures. We got pictures.
It's probably of the body.
Social medias.
Of the
Of the people, so we know who these people are. I'm not gonna show. I'm not showing the camera.
Seriously.
of all of our suspects.
I'll do it. Come on, just get it.
Mm-mm. Well, if we had thumbtacks, we can use stick. If we had
I'm
thumbtacks,
looking.
actually, if we had
We gotta
thumbtacks, we
figure out
can
how to
stick.
figure out who they are.
I know, let me see. What?
If we had
Yeah.
thumbtacks, we
Prize
can stick
horse
them to
drums
this
in that
pictures.
You have
stable.
thumbtacks.
I'm going to.
I don't remember where.
From Nita Patel.
There's somewhere
Chestnut
around here.
Falls.
Pictures are gonna
A
go on
local
there.
couple is seeking.
Mom, where are your tags at?
My what?
Your tags.
Thumbtacks.
Because
I was going.
You.
I put them somewhere.
Because I was
I
gonna.
think I put them in the basket, Ashley, the little basket.
Yeah, because I told Ashley we can get the pictures and start thumbtacking those to the board. And have those thumbtacked to the board. And use this for our sticky notes. Use the map for the sticky notes and the board for the pictures.
And then when we have the names for the people,
And
we can just put them under
Put
the
put little names on them.
yeah.
We did not get a big
You know, that's why I figured. Yeah, that's why I figured we'd
Have
do
to order it
the
from
pictures.
Amazon, I guess.
We need a big one.
You need
So I
one as
figured-
big as this table.
Yeah. So I figured we do the pictures on here, and then label the names of
That's
them.
why they got that big old Waken's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably fit them on there.
Yeah, but not all the information that goes with them.
That's why we're putting the information on here on the map and just naming the photos so we all know who's who.
Continue.
Okay. So, prize horse drowns in vet stable by Nita Patel from Chicago Poll. A local couple is seeking millions of dollars in damages after their prize horse was found dead in his stall following a trip to the vet Monday morning.
Ooh, there's
John
the-
and Julie Cohen expected to pick up their horse, known as Captain Cantor, at the Chestnut Falls Veterinary Hospital when they were informed that he had drowned in his own drinking trough. The racehorse had been at the vet hospital for 2 days for a colic-related surgery. Colic is a common term for a variety of gastrointestinal conditions in horses, and it does not need to be life-threatening if treated with proper veterinary care, as confirmed by the American Association of Equine Practitioners. According to a source close to the couple, Captain Cantor was on track to place high in the next Windmere Run horse trials, barring any complications in his recovery. This kind of negligence has cost us not only our future winnings, but one of the best beasts that God has ever put on green earth, John Cohen said of the deceased. Jesse Dunn, a horse breeder and Chestnut Falls resident, said the 3-year-old gelding was known to be the best one of the 4 horses the Cohen owned. The couple purchased the horse a year ago and had big expectations for his development in the race circuit this year. The captain was a shoo-in for any race John and Julia could sign him up for, according to Dunn. He was named that for a reason, and I can't hardly believe that Dr. Lee would let something like this happen. Dr. Susan Lee,
Hence
the owner of
the
Chestnut
lawsuit.
Falls Veterinary Hospital, denies that she is solely to blame for the death of Captain Cantor. I assure you, the burden of this loss does not fall solely on the shoulders of Chestnut Falls Vet Hospital, said Dr. Lee. It
Look how
takes
good
more
Ashley
than one person to make an error of this magnitude, and I would urge any investigator to look into, labeled, and supplied the medication that contributed to this tragic
Pretty
loss.
sure that's Susan.
Charles Donahoe, head of pharmacy
Susan Lee,
of
yeah.
the main drug and store,
kinda
declined to
racist,
comment at this time.
What?
This is probably Susan Lee.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Or that
You hear
could be
that?
Lee. Yes.
That's
Well, they would
Probably
proceed
Aurora.
to on the other side.
Okay. Oh,
Do we have
it's
any
just-
names
there's
to go with
not.
these
It's-
pictures?
They don't have
It's
anything
cut
to
out,
do with
yeah.
us, okay.
Alright, so here's
No, we have
the
to get those
letter.
letters.
Millions.
We have to get those later.
This is what he sent from his box that he found in the back of the closet. So this is February 13th, 1998. Charlie. Okay, so here's that.
Mhm.
Like that. Really cute paper. Okay, Charlie, this is my 5th time trying to write this, so fingers crossed it actually turns out right this time. Today I realized what I want the rest of my life to look like. Don't freak out, I promise this is a good thing. It's pretty clear that my parents will need me to take care of the farm sometime soon. They aren't young and I'm the only kid. It's hard, but I'm good at the work. I'm alright knowing that I have a future of long days and dirt under my nails ahead of me. That's just the way my life is going. And then there's you, your eyes, your smile, how you squeeze my fingers when you hold my hand. I'm so proud of you and your acceptance into UC. But when I try to think of my life, I can't imagine you not in it. That's not true. I can, but it hurts to think about. I'm not going to be stupid and say we've never fought. You've made bad decisions and I always lose my temper. We're not perfect, but the past is the past and we're too good together to let stupid mistakes get in our way. Today I thought about what could be our early mornings in the far off future when I come back in from milking cows to make you fresh eggs and coffee, and one day there will maybe even be kids to tell your mom and me fell in love in high school. Long lifelong sweethearts like it's a movie. I love you so much that I have to shut my eyes so tight, and when I open them I see stars. I love you so much I can barely breathe. That's how I know what I need the rest of my life to look like. Promise me that my future will have you in it. All my love forever, Robin. XOXO. P.S. When I got home, I listened to Jules' morning song over and over and over. It's track 6 on your mix.
Who's Robin?
CM and RD forever.
Robin D. Whoever Robin D is, so
That's a new name.
that was like
Yeah.
a high school sweetheart.
High school sweetheart. Okay.
That's a new name. Huh.
The first we've heard of her?
Yeah, that's the first we heard of her.
Or is it?
Is there another Robin?
No. This is the
Have we
first
never
time.
found a Robin?
No, this is the
Okay.
first time we're hearing that name.
So, okay. Sarah, here's her witness statement. All right. The last time
Sarah?
I saw Charlie
Sarah
and
Lee,
his
yes.
wife.
She's the vet.
No, his wife.
No, that's Susan.
It's his
Susan.
wife.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sarah's his wife.
The last time I saw Charlie was a little before 6 on the night of the reunion. I wanted to go, but Maggie had come down with a nasty cold, so I decided to stay home. He gave me a quick peck on the cheek and then tucked in Maggie. He kissed her forehead and said, "Bye, Magpie. Love you. I'll see you soon." She smiled and said, "Bye, Dad Pie," and went back to sleep, and then he left. I kept hearing that exchange over and over. I dreamed about it. It's so painfully ordinary, like Charlie should be walking through the door any minute. He should be picking Maggie up and spinning her around until they're both dizzy. He should be reacting movies, using stuffed animals and ridiculous voices. God, he was funny. Everyone always said it, but I wonder how many people told him directly. Did he know he made every room brighter by just being in it? Maggie doesn't understand what's happening. She knows her daddy is gone, but sorry, I was home all night. We only have the one car. Nothing memorable happened until I got the call from Aurora and then the police. I just feel like I'm drifting, like this is all some horrible dream. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and go downstairs and see Charlie and Maggie watching cartoons and eating cereal out of the same stupid large bowl, but I won't. He's gone, just gone, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help this.
Okay, so last time she saw him was 6 o'clock in the evening when he left.
Mm-hmm.
She said.
So he's not married to this Robin lady.
Oh, Robin Dupree.
Ah.
Oh.
Found him.
New name.
I didn't see Charlie much during the reunion. I tried looking for him after it ended, but I couldn't find him. Well, I figured he left right away to go to Dimitri's or maybe wanted to stop by his house beforehand. I'm not sure. There was some time before we were all supposed to meet, so I went home to rest a little and freshened up. I got to Dimitri's at about 10:10. Gavin came in after me and Nettie after him. Nick was pretty late, which I found weird. I thought he'd come early to help his parents or something since they own the diner. But then again, I didn't really think about what everyone else had planned to do. I mean, between the reunion and the diner. I thought I'd see Charlie again in an hour or so, Sorry, I wish I could be of more help. Okay, but here's the thing. High school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do in high school when you have a senior ring?
You give it to your girlfriend.
You give it to your girlfriend.
I didn't know that. I didn't do any of that.
Yes. Right. That's what you did.
It's a
in
senior
high
ring
school.
too. It could be called a senior
Yeah.
ring classroom.
Didn't know that. Never did it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a ring. He did. Where's your ring at?
I don't know.
Damn, I love that thing.
Somewhere in our stuff.
Anyway, so she could have been in the car. That could be something she had.
True.
Continue.
Interesting. She didn't seem real upset though.
Because I'm sorry, I would have been upset if that was this
That
one.
was the love of her life,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Mhm.
Was going to have a future with him. Of course, that was in high school.
Nicholas Matt.
Whatever the hell his name is.
Matsoukas, like Greek.
Let me see.
Matthew something.
Metaculus.
Matsukas. Whatever his last name
Masukas.
is.
I had a good time at the party. It was nice to see everyone again. I mean, not everyone. Not that I wasn't happy to see people, but I had just seen Charlie and Artie a little while ago because they live in town. I was more happy to see the people who don't live here. I'm sorry, I'm not being clear again. I wanted to talk to Charlie about something important. No, nothing major. It was just a personal thing. Anyway, during the party, it didn't seem like a good time. I tried to catch him after, but he'd already gone. I knew I would see him at my parents', the Taverna, so I wasn't too worried. I didn't feel like talking to my mother while we waited for the others to show up, so I went to the bar instead. I had a drink and then went over. By that time, most of the people were already there, but not Charlie. We waited, but he never showed up, and now he's never going to show up. Can we be done? I don't like thinking about this. So he is the one that his parents own the bar, and somebody said that it was weird that he hadn't shown up. Nick was pretty late, which I found weird. So he's saying
He's been there the
she's
whole
saying
time.
that he showed up late. He's saying
That he was there the whole
He
time.
was at the bar.
that
When it
he was at
He was at the tavern the whole
was at
time.
the tavern, he said.
No, as
he
for
went to the
as
bar instead.
yeah,
Yeah, because he didn't feel like talking to his mother.
Wait, was the bar the tavern?
Yes, the bar's at the
But it must have
tavern.
been, was it separate, I wonder? Why wouldn't
And he had a drink and then went over. And by that time, most of the others were already there.
Oh, so he could. That's why people would
So-
think he would late because if
He was at the bar instead
Yeah.
of sitting there waiting for everybody else. But if people don't have his alibi at the bar, then yeah, not necessarily. Yep. Nita Patel. I got to the reunion when everybody else did, I suppose. It was a fun time. Nice to see everyone again. Charlie seemed to be in good spirits, and I remember him saying something about seeing everyone at the Taverna after the reunion was over. I had no reason to believe Charlie wouldn't be there later. Who is your lead suspect? Has the autopsy been conducted yet? Fine. But who in town do you think is qualified to make the public statement? And word travels fast enough around here, it would be more efficient just to tell Pam at the Quick Easy. No, I'm not deflecting. I went back to the hotel because I left my wallet, and then I went to the diner. I'm not sure when I got there. But I know Nick was very late, and his parents were waiting for him to show. Have you questioned Mr. and Mrs. Masukas yet? Honestly, I've never seen an investigation run this way before. You better catch whoever did this. Sarah and Maggie haven't slept a full night since he died. Well, how would he know? She know.
Perfect timing.
Email. Oh. You effed up again. Regarding. You effed up again. Charles McDonough, whatever his name is. To Susan Lee.
Oh dear.
We've known each other. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta back up.
Yes, you do.
This is. I'm sorry, that's way back there. Okay, yes, that's fucked up. Actually, it was from her to him.
Oh, it was from her?
Yes, because
she was
I
telling
was
him
doing
he
down the
fucked
chain.
up.
Okay, at 2:30, she wrote, Charlie, this is the last time I'm going to write you about this. I've given you the benefit of the doubt before because I knew way back when you always meant well. But the seriousness of this situation has gotten out of hand. After the delivery today, I noticed once again that the doses were all wrong. Poor Miss Henderson's pig woke up in the middle of the surgery. How dare you jeopardize my practice? This isn't about the health of the pets and the livestock of this community. This isn't just about the health of the pets and the livestock of this community. This is my livelihood. I know you, Charlie. I'd like to believe you're still a good person, but I know what you do, and this town would be better off without it. Next time this happens, I'll be taking legal action. Susan.
Interesting.
That makes-
Charles.
So it may have been his fault that horse died.
no.
Charles wrote, I am so sorry
Yes.
for all of this. I hope Flitterton is okay. I heard pigs are pretty resilient anyway, so it should be okay. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I promise it won't happen again. Charlie Mack. And Susan wrote back, you're never paying attention and your promises mean squat. And then he writes back, we've known each other for a long time, S. We'll get past this like we always do. Call me.
But what makes no sense? Why would she go through a normal pharmacist when the two medications for people?
No. This was the one previously.
I know.
This was on. This was. Oh, it didn't tell us what time. I mean, what day?
But I know, but it still doesn't make sense because
Why is she going through?
why is she going through a pharmacist?
Lawsuit.
And
Oh, here's the lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
But
Now
the
we'll
thing
find
is,
out.
Lawsuit.
but
Susan Lee versus Main Street Drugstore and Pharmacy.
Oh, so this is the lawsuit she's involved in.
Complaint. Comes now the plaintiff, Susan Lee, and hereby files this complaint seeking damage against the defendant, Main Street Drugstore and Pharmacy, and its employees, collectively these pharmacy. In support thereof, the plaintiff alleges as follows. Plaintiff resides in Chestnut Falls, Illinois, and is a veterinarian and owner of Chestnut Falls Vet Hospital. The hospital. Pharmacy is the place of business located in Chestnut Falls, Illinois, and employs two individuals, Mark Bile, owner, and Charlie McDonough, whatever his name is. McDonough, pharmacist. Hospital orders and receives medication for its animals exclusively through the pharmacy. Hospital previously endured several incidents of negligence by the pharmacy which had the potential to endanger animals and affect quality of work. Plaintiff was compelled to file this complaint again after an incident that caused the untimely death of an animal, the equine, in her care. So she is saying that he killed the horse.
His fault.
Equine was admitted to the hospital for colic surgery to be performed by the plaintiff. In preparation for the surgery, plaintiff ordered a prescription of 0.5 milligrams of diazepine from the pharmacy as a component of general anesthesia for the equine. Pharmacy filled the prescription incorrectly, dispensing a severe overdosage of 5 milligrams instead of 0.05. And mislabeled as 0.05, of which plaintiff was unaware and therefore administered via general anesthesia to the equine before surgery. Following surgery, equine regained consciousness and was expected to recover quickly from the anesthesia, being confined to its stall for a period of 2-hour period. Due to the overdosage, equine did not regain expected control of its body and reflexes during the recovery period and thereby drowned in the drinking trough located in its stall. Upon necropsy, it was discovered that equine was administered an overdosage which originated with the pharmacy's multiple procedure mistakes. This incident compelled plaintiff to seek damages by reason of pharmacy's negligence and medical malpractice, of which led to equine's untimely death and endangered plaintiff's business and reputation. Damages, wherefore the plaintiff seeks compensatory damages in the amount of $150,000 together with attorney's fees and court costs.
Okay. Sounds like he was having
Issues.
Yeah, that he wasn't
Have we gotten to the autopsy yet?
wasn't
We're
paying
fixing to
attention to
be,
what he
right,
was
okay.
doing or something.
Okay. So the medical examiner is Kara Duncan.
Is this the autopsy?
yes.
Apparently.
His birth date is 3/22 of 80. He's 6'1". 151 pounds, so he's like,
Oh, he is.
so he's a skinny dude.
Mm.
Blue eyes, brown hair. The toxicology has been delayed. Okay, the clothing list was a brown tweed jacket, a white collared shirt, pair of khakis, dress brown shoes, one white sock, one gray sock, a blue and white striped boxer brief.
Having different color socks.
Huh.
External examination, fully developed white male with blunt force injuries to the neck. Superficial tissue injuries found below the thyroid cartilage. Sets of superficial incision, covalier abrasions made pre-mortem on the clavicle suggest fingernail marks associated with struggle with an assailant. Singular thumb impression contusions on each side of the neck suggest complete hand grasp. petechia in the eye, the skin, and conjunctiva of the eyes detected. Large singular contusion to the front abdomen. Cranial bruising of the upper left side of the head.
Sounds like he was had a fight and somebody hit him.
No ligature abrasions present. No latent fingerprints on skin detected. Internal examination. Deep tissue injuries found below thyroid cartilage and to the carotid artery tissue. Contusion observed over upper 1/3 of esophagus over an area of 3 by 3 centimeters. Total body x-rays demonstrated fracture of the hyoid bone and laryngeal larynx skeleton. Laryngeal. There you go. Examination of gastric contents showed partial gastric emptying of the fibrous contents, including salmon, cheese, and bread, suggesting the duration of the last meal intake was between 1 to 2 hours before death.
So he was fucked up, basically. He
It
was
sounds
fucked up
like he
and
was in
strangled.
a struggle with somebody, and whoever it was.
Okay,
So we fought back.
DNA cells recovered from fingernails. Cells matches the decedent. No other DNA found.
Wasn't there someone who came in with bruises?
Superficial and deep tissue abrasions. These injuries are indicative of manual strangulation. Injury to the head suggests light blunt force trauma and back. Injury to abdomen suggests pressure from blunt rounded object.
So a knee?
Well, that's what I'd be thinking. Hold him down.
But
This male died from manual strangulation within a 1 to 3 minute timeline. The pattern of blunt force injuries to the superficial and deep tissues of the neck suggest strangulation as the fatal mechanism. Pressure obstruction of the carotid arteries prevented blood flow to the brain, and pressure on the jugular veins prevented venous blood returned from the brain, resulting in asphyxia. Time of death. Body temperature taken at the scene, rigor and livor mortis and stomach contents approximate the time of death between 9:30 and 10,
Oh, so they changed.
consistent with preceding reports.
What'd you say, 9:30?
9:30 to 10.
So she's back in.
So there's a cranial bruising about right here, like right here.
Okay.
Right,
Let's just
right, like
make
right
it
here.
also right there.
There's a cranial bruising. And there's thumb and contusions here.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why are you saying she's back in?
It overlaps the time Aurora found the car
Well, that's the thing. He was dead for
before.
No, from
And then
9:30
he's
to
got-
10.
And then on this side,
She was done cleaning at 9:45.
on this, he's got a singular.
That doesn't mean
Contusion.
that she couldn't have found him around that time.
And then right here on
No.
this
Found
side.
him at 10:17.
Yeah, she found
She
him an
probably
hour
did.
later.
And didn't know what time it was.
She found it
Don't
between
trust women.
9:35 and 9:40.
Huh?
And then the call came in about what,
10:17.
10:17. Okay, so she saw headlights at 10:15. She called at 10:17.
So it.
However, she
Okay,
finished
it was
cleaning
near
at 9:40.
Poplar, is where it is on Willow Lane. Near Poplar.
Poplar?
Yeah.
Poplar what?
It's a road or a street.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
right
Poplar
about
Street
here.
right there. That's for
Oh. Now, where's the tavern?
Tavern's that green one up there.
Tavern's right here.
And it was found
The high
there.
school here. She was right
And
here.
she found him
Okay,
here.
and is that the vet's office?
This is the
there?
vet's
That's-
office. This is the high school. Here's the tavern. How the fuck did she get all the way down here?
Why was she down there?
Exactly.
Where does he live and where does she live? Is what
It
I'm
doesn't-
wondering.
It doesn't say
Yeah.
the housing areas. These places that are marked with letters
And they
are
didn't
the
have
scene where
offices in
everybody
the area
was.
at the
No,
time.
because I didn't think about that.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm asking the question, why the hell are you down there?
So Aurora could come back in the story later on.
Okay. So the next thing we have to look at is screenshots under Kingfisher and images. Okay, screenshot.
I don't know how you're gonna look at those. You want it to get on nice and personal.
We'll look at it on the notes.
That's what I'm saying, but we're recording, remember?
Well, my question is, what was she doing down there?
Exactly.
Okay, so this is from N. It says, and it says, it says these text messages were exchanged several months before Charlie's death.
Where are they from? Or two?
Of course, Maggie, okay. Sleeping, thank God. C put her to sleep.
She's not talking to him.
Good, what's up? Oh my Lord. Some kind of crazy writing. They're writing in
They're writing in code.
a code.
So does she have a boyfriend?
I don't know if they're writing in code. Okay. Okay, so they're writing in a code.
Can you see it?
Code. Well, yeah, I can see it, but I don't know
I'm
what
not talking
it
to
is.
you.
And then, let's see, there's an enlarged... This receipt was found in the Madonna home on the night of Charlie's death. So there was a meatball sub. At 9:12, there was a meatball sub and a chicken tender delivered.
9:12 p.m.
9:12 p.m.
Delivered where?
To the house. A meatball sub
Seats.
and a chicken tender.
Why is that relevant?
Maybe not. Eats. At 9. Well, that tells you if they were there. She was there.
Yep.
It's between these text messages are between her and an unknown person.
And it was 9:15 when they delivered to the house.
9:12. Yeah.
All right. And where is his house? Do we know?
As far as no.
In relation to
Not
where
yet.
he was found?
No,
Oh, we don't know yet. Okay.
it doesn't tell us where his house is.
Okay.
Wish it did, but it doesn't.
Because that, you know.
That destroys our original
I'm not thinking a woman killed him.
That's what I'm not thinking.
The reason why I said we could leave those there.
They got
Start an offline.
And he got strangled.
But
Unless whoever this woman is very strong and strong enough to manually strangle
You
the guy.
don't understand how.
Well, he was 6'1", 150 pounds. That's not real heavy.
That's not a
He's
heavy
tall.
dude.
no.
But he's tall. But if he was in a car,
You're sitting down, and if
You're
somebody's
sitting
behind
down.
you or whatever.
if somebody's
But
behind
he wasn't
you,
strangled
or
from behind, evidently.
Like
because
he was
Yeah.
somebody strangled
yeah,
him.
but what if
But
somebody
somebody-
knocked him out and made him have a wreck,
Well,
and then
it
strangled
happened a
him,
blow to the head.
and then strangled him?
But
So a woman could do that.
Yes.
But wait, it didn't. There didn't say that the car was wrecked or anything like that.
there was no damage to the
So it
car.
couldn't have been like an accident.
No.
No,
It was just knocked unconscious, strangled.
Obviously, it was somebody he knew
Yes.
and probably trusted.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Continue.
Well, that's it.
That was it?
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
We're supposed to eliminate somebody?
Alright.
Hell.
Alright.
I don't
That's
know.
enough with the information part.